The 10 most expensive paintings in the world. There's little doubt that several people would agree that the bulk of artwork found in museums and personal collections around the world is valuable. We take a glance at a number of the artworks, from previous masters to up-to-date works, that nobody will deny are a number of the foremost overpriced in the world. 10. Number 5, 1948, Jackson Pollock. Organic lines with droplets of red, yellow, blue, and gray paint in varied shades. Number 5, 1948 may be a classic Pollock drip painting. Another artwork that was once in the non-public collection of business magnate David Geffen, reportedly sold for $140 million USD, today regarding $164 million, in November 2006. 9. Nu Couché, Amedeo Modigliani. One of the original overpriced paintings ever, Nu Couché, or Reclining Nude, was painted by Italian artist Amedeo Modigliani in 1917-18. That includes a nude lady lying against a largely redness scenery. The work, which is one of Modigliani's most recognized items, sold on November 9, 2015, for $170.4 million USD, exceeding the estimate of $100 million USD. 8. Les Femmes d'Alger, version, O, Pablo Picasso. A colorful show of geometric shapes and angles impressed by the specializer painting The Ladies of Port in Their Living Accommodations by Eugene Delacroix. Les Femmes d'Alger, version, O, by Cubist mastermind Pablo Picasso sold for an unbelievable $179.3 million USD in May 2015 at a Christie's auction. 7. Portrait of Martin Soolmans and Portrait of Eupen Capet, Rembrandt. Painted by Rembrandt in 1634, the Portrait of Martin Soolmans and Portrait of Eupen Capet, a couple, were purchased for $180 USD. As they were a handful, it absolutely was solely fitting that they must forever be displayed along, and once the Rothschild family set to sell these works, which were rarely displayed publicly, 2 museums improved to buy them. 6. Number 6, Violet, Green and Red, Mark Rothko. Painted in 1951 by Russian-American painter Mark Rothko, the abstract work Number 6, Violet, Green and Red, in private sold in 2014 for $186 million USD, setting a record high for the artist, whereas at the same time creating it one of the foremost overpriced paintings ever. Best known for his canvases that include spirited colored rectangular shapes, Rothko's painting was sold to Russian rich person Dmitry Rybolovlev, a sale expedited by art dealer Yves Bouvier. 5. Number 17A, Jackson Pollock. Remember that astonishing $500 million USD Ken Griffin spent on 2 paintings from The Gathering of David Geffen? Well, the second painting, purchased for an equally spectacular $200 million USD, was number 17 by abstract expressionist Nice, Jackson Pollock. Painted in 1948, this gorgeous drip painting options a range of bold colors like yellow, red, orange, blue, along with some white and black splashed about. 4. The Card Players, Paul Cézanne. The Card Players of 1892-93 is one during a series of 5 made by the unbelievable Cézanne throughout his career. The bulk of those paintings is housed in world-renowned repository collections, like the Musée d'Orsay in Paris and also the Courtauld Institute of Art in London. Art lovers around the world learned in 2012 that this specific version was in private sold the previous year, in 2011, at a breathtaking worth of over $250 million USD. In today's cash, that's regarding $269 million USD. 3. Nafia Faa Ipoipo, When Will You Marry? Paul Gauguin. The year was 1891, and it absolutely was the first time Paul Gauguin traveled to Tahiti, beginning his romance with the country and its ladies. An inspiration to several trendy artists, Paul Gauguin painted the post-impressionist Nafia Faa Ipoipo, When Will You Marry? In 1892. Portrayal 2 ladies are sitting among a colorful landscape of gold, green and blue. The design was sold in 2015 in a non-public sale for about $300 million USD, tying it with Interchange because the costliest work ever sold. Whereas the buyer isn't confirmed, several in the art world believe that's currently in the possession of the Qatar royal family. 2. Interchange. Willem de Kooning. In the fall of 2015, Ken Griffin, a rich person hedge fund capitalist, procured 2 paintings from David Geffen, a victorious business magnate who wears several hats, from producer to film studio government, for a grand total of $500 million USD. One of the paintings was the 1955 painting by Willem de Kooning, Interchange. In step with sources, the worth of this abstract expressionist painting was $300 million USD. 1. Mona Lisa, Leonardo da Vinci. Many people would in all probability agree that the Mona Lisa, painted by high Renaissance master Leonardo da Vinci, is valuable. Putting a worth on a masterpiece of this caliber is sort of impossible, but in 1962, the Mona Lisa was insured for $100 million USD, the best at the time. In today's cash, that might be somewhere around $700 million USD, simply making it the foremost overpriced painting. Thanks for watching.